What's poppin' YouTube? I'm back with another tier list today, and today I think the first one here, apple cinnamon Cheerios. Only had these motherfuckers once. I think they're alright, better than the regular ass Cheerios. So I'm gonna give apple cinnamon Cheerios a B, and we'll keep it rolling. Next up, we got Cookie Crisp. This motherfucker looks like he's from a DreamWorks animation movie, but I think these are alright. But they have so much sugar, I can't even touch these nowadays. So I'm going to give Cookie Crisp a B. Say whatever the fuck y'all want. And we'll keep it rolling. Next up, we got Special K. That is an automatic D. I would put that in the F tier, but this fucking tier list, I guess, doesn't have a category for that. But anyways, the cereal is fucking trash. And I'll keep it rolling. Kicks, another fucking D. Those are like absolute shit cereals. Keep it rolling. Apple Jacks, automatic S. These two guys, they look stoned as fuck. I think they have edibles of Apple Jacks, but got to give these guys an S tier. Really fucking solid cereal. The apple and the cinnamon. Just a fucking fire cereal overall. Next up, cornflakes. Another fucking D. This would be an F tier if this stupid fucking tier list had that shit. And we'll keep it going. The light's fucking up on me. Next up, we got Count Chocula. It's one of those weird-ass blueberry, frankenberry bullshit cereals. Automatic F. Cereals are absolute trash, filled with sugar. I'm not fucking with that shit. And then we finally arrived to Captain Crunch. This is one of my favorite cereals, but I think this is one of the other flavors. So I'm going to have to give it an A. But overall, it's a pretty fire cereal. And next up, Rice Chex. Automatic at D tier. This is another shitty cereal that I do not fuck with. I understand that people want to be healthy, less sugar. Let's be honest, though. The cereal fucking sucks. I'm not fucking with that shit. Automatic D tier. And then next up, we got, I believe, Peanut Butter Captain Crunch. I think this one's alright. I'll give it an A tier because I fuck with Captain Crunch heavy. If you know me, you know that. Then we got Honey Bunches of Oats. I used to fuck with this shit heavy as a kid. I think it's pretty good. I'll give it an A tier. They got a lot of different flavors, but overall, just a really solid cereal. And next up, we got Rice Krispies. I don't really ever eat this shit. The only time I ever eat it is if I eat a Rice Krispie treat. But the cereal is kind of mid. If you pour milk over it, it gets soggy as shit by the time you sit down to eat it. It's already soggy. So I can't give that any higher than a B. It's decent, though. I like when you mix marshmallows and shit with it. But overall, the cereal itself is just mid. We got Cinnamon Toast Crunch, automatic S tier. I think this is my favorite cereal. I think this is my favorite cereal of all time. Just really dominant, really good cinnamony flavor. Goes great with milk. Just a fucking amazing cereal overall. And we'll keep it rolling. Frosted Mini Wheats. Pretty good cereal, but that shit literally could make you crack a tooth because they're hard as shit. So I'm going to give it an A tier, but it's pretty good. Nice mix of sweetness and then whatever the fuck each piece is made out of. I have no idea. I think it's wheat. I don't know. We'll keep it going. Honey Nut Cheerios. I do not fuck with Cheerios at all. I want to make that known. I think I said earlier in the video, but I only like flavored Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios, I'll give that a B, but Cheerios are literally just dog cereal. It's fucking mid, bro. Reese's Puffs. I think this cereal's decent. I'd rather just have a Reese's peanut butter cup, but I'm going to have to give this shit a B. I wouldn't personally go out and eat this shit, but it's whatever. It's mid. Rice Krispie Treats, but the chocolate version, I'm going to give this shit a C. I don't really fuck with chocolatey cereal, chocolate ice cream, any of that shit. So it's really just a personal preference, but just don't really fuck with the cereal, you know? The next up, Cheerios, automatic D. I hate the regular Cheerios. Again, this is baby food, dog food, any of that shit. I'm not fucking with that. Y'all might like Cheerios, but I don't give a fuck. Shit's trash. Lucky Charms. Now, I understand the marshmallows in this cereal are god tier, but the actual cereal itself are trash. 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 So I'm going to have to give that shit a C. Say whatever the fuck you want. It's just not a good cereal. Cereal itself is fucking trash, bro. Next up, Cocoa Krispies. I don't know what the difference is between these and the Rice Krispie treats that I graded earlier. I just don't really fuck with this shit. Like I said earlier, I don't really like chocolate stuff. So Gonna have to give that shit a C. All right, next up we got Fruit Loops. I fuck with this cereal heavy. The Toucan, they're old commercials. So Fruit Loops for me, I think is an S tier. I still eat this shit occasionally to this day. Whenever I go to the dining hall in college, I either get Apple Jacks Fruit Loops or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So you know me, big Fruit Loops fan. Next up, Raisin Bran, automatic D. This shit is, I don't know. I feel like this is more of a cereal that you would sit down, read a newspaper, and eat cereal with, but it's just not good. I don't really like raisins, so I don't know. Shit on me all you want in the comments and the like section. I just don't fuck with the cereal. Next up, Golden Crisp. This looks like a fucking cartoon character, a porno hentai character, whatever the fuck you want to say. Golden Crisp. Never had it. Never plan on having it. It looks shitty presentation, so giving off a shitty first impression, to say the least. Next up, we got Fruity Pebbles. I like Fruity Pebbles a lot more than Cocoa Pebbles, I believe is what they're called. I think they're pretty good, but again, they get soggy by the time you sit down to eat them. So I'm gonna give Fruity Pebbles a B. A lot of sugar too. I feel like I could legit go run a marathon after eating a fucking thing of Fruity Pebbles. So whatever. And then we got Cocoa Puffs. Again, I don't really like chocolate flavored cereal. So I don't know. And then the fucking the bird or whatever fucking animal that they have on the cover. I feel like from the commercials, I think that character is legit on crack, or as they try to represent Cocoa. They try to represent Cocoa Puffs as like the second coming of crack or any of that shit. So I can't give Cocoa Pebbles, can't give Cocoa Puffs a very high score. I'm gonna have to give that shit a C. It's not great. You know, I know people probably eat that shit, but it's just not my cup of tea. Let's just say that. And then next up, we got Frosted Flakes. I like Frosted Flakes a lot, but it's just not my S tier, so I'm going to have to go with an A for that. I think it's pretty good. The only problem I think with it is it gets fucking soggy, and lights are changing on me. The next up we got, I believe, another Captain Crunch. That'll be an A tier for me. Again, I like it a lot. So we'll keep it going. Raisin Bran, another one. Automatic fucking D. Don't fuck with that cereal at all. Honeycomb. I'm going to give that a B. I think it's pretty good, but I can never seem to find it at any grocery stores. So it's more of like a rare cereal. I don't know, but just can't ever seem to find it. I think it's a good cereal, but is what it is. Trix. I think Trix is pretty good. Just way too much fucking sugar. So I'm going to have to give that an A. But overall, solid cereal. The rabbit, I don't know what the deal is with all these fucking cereals getting the most random animals and then trying to make it seem like their cereal is crack to their character. It makes no sense. Next up, Pops. I think these next three, terrible way to end the video. Pops, automatic D. Just flavorless. Just fucking flavorless. There's nothing better to describe it. Just shit. Flavorless shit. Whatever. Next up, we got Cocoa Pebbles. I like Fruity Pebbles a lot better, but I think these are decent. So I'm going to give them a C tier. But overall, I don't think I would ever eat the cereal if it was in the fucking pantry, but it's just not a great cereal, you know? And I don't like chocolate on my cereal. And then that brings us to the final cereal on this shitty tier list. And that is Honey Smacks. I've never had this cereal before. And like I said earlier, there's another fucking random animal on the cover. And this time we have a turtle eating Honey Smacks. And not a good representation. And I do not think I'm ever going to eat this fucking cereal. And it's a shitty way to end off this video because I'm going to give this shit a D tier. It'll bring me to more than 10 cereals in the D tier, making me look once again a little bit more critical. But it's my honest opinion. How things turn out. I got 3 S tiers: Apple Jack, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Fruit Loops. I got 7 in the A tier, 7 in the B tier, 5 in the C tier, and then more than 10 in the D tier. That's how things end out. With that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do any of that shit. Let us know down below what you want to see in the future, whether that's a tier list, reaction videos, vlogs, any of that bullshit. With that being said, brr.